Okay, so just letting you all know that when you go through persecution, persecution is not always specifically just being martyred, being killed. Going through persecution is also consists of being attacked emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially. The list goes on. So it's not just by being martyred. That's not the whole purpose of being persecuted. That's part of it, but you can also experience being persecuted by being bullied at a workplace, which is ostracizing, being mobbed up, which is called gang stalking. That's strong persecution right there, experiencing at a workplace. Even with your relatives, when you have a narc mother or a narc father, sister, brother, and you are constantly around them because you feel you have to be around them for whatever reason, and you're experiencing these type of attacks, emotional or whatever, that's persecution. And it's persecutions because the demons that's inside of these people are being manipulated to attack us. Now, we are not people that's going around provoking people and sending people to provocation to attack us. That's not what we're doing. We're minding our business. We're willing to help others. We're humble. And we're doing a lot of things that consist of actually trying to stay out of the way of these type of people. But yet we have to be around them for some reason, whether it's because we're trying to get paid by working or because of our loved ones. So we're not trying to send people to provocation to hate us or attack us, right? So basically it's for no reason. That's what it seemed like, but actually it is for a reason. And the reason is because they have demons inside of them that leads them into temptation to attack the spiritual begotten Christians. I cannot right now explain on those who don't have the Spirit of God in them. They may be experiencing these type of attacks. I can't explain that right now. But for those who are experiencing persecution because they are spirit begotten Christians, this is why. When God removes us away from the world, we are now part of the kingdom, which we are spiritually part of the kingdom. We are preparing to be born into the kingdom. But physically, we are still here until the second coming of Christ. When the second coming of Christ appears, then we are instantly, if we're not sleeping in righteousness, if we're not sleeping in Christ, if we're still alive when Christ returns, we are instantly into spirits, into the kingdom. So the battle is continuously right now until that happens. We don't have to do nothing to people. We don't have to do nothing. We could continue to live our lives in peace, be happy, do whatever that's positive and conscious of God by doing it. But for some reason, the demonic souls that's out there find it in their soul, find it in their mind, and find it in their heart to find time to attack us because they are manipulated. They are forced and manipulated. When you watch movies, which I don't watch no more, but when I used to watch movies like The Exorcist and Amityville The Possession, these people, Sonny, who played in Amityville The Possession, was possessed. He was able to change and manipulate the priest, which that's what Satans do with these people. 1 minute they happy-go-lucky, smiling in your face, and then next thing you know, they stabbing you in your back. They plotting, they scheming, they shenanigan, they lie in your face. Same thing with the movie Exorcist with Reagan. When she was possessed, she was not Reagan. She was Satan. She was the devil who was also manipulating the priest, changing the form into his mother, lying and convincing and stuff like that. That's what's happening. They are not themselves. They are not themselves. Watch the movie Jesus of Nazareth. When Jesus rebuked Satan to come out that young man who was possessed by the devil, he yelled out, "Satan, leave." That young man was not himself. That was the devil inside of him. So when Jesus rebuked Satan to come out of him, that was it. He got right back into his normal self. So these people are possessed. I witnessed recently some shenanigan that carried on at work was very demonic, but I overcame it by humbling myself. I'm really working on that. But let me just say this. When you leave out and go to work, you want to make it home to your family. You want to make it home to your crib, even if you have a family waiting on you or not. You solo, hey, you still want to make it in peace to your crib. But it's crazy, even when those who hate you are willing to delay going home to their loved ones to attack the spirit begotten Christians. I've experienced leaving work at peace, in peace, everybody else leaving, but this one particular car was driving off, but yet, and we're still in the lot at the workplace. We're still on the workplace premises. One of the employees got in their car. I'm waiting to warm my car up. So I'm waiting, chilling. Everybody else gone, shoot the breeze. But this particular person decided to get started his car and make a sharp turnabout to meet where I was at. He was like maybe 2 parallel parks away from my car, which is still kind of close. Like, why you didn't just go? Now it's like 12 at night. It's dark in the parking lot. My car, his car, and another employee car who's inside though. So it's 3 cars, mine, his, and another employee. He got in his car to get as if he was finna leave, but yet he made a sharp turnabout to come way over in the back way where I was parked at, and he parked like halfway, like maybe 2 parallel parks away from my car. So I'm sitting there in my car warming up, and I'm just like, what are you doing? I know who it was because I know his car. I ain't gonna say no names. But he's sitting there with his lights on, just sitting there. And I'm like, is somebody gonna get out this car that's next to me and get in that car? Or is somebody gonna come out the job and meet him way over there? So I didn't get why he wait right there when he could have just went home to his family. But instead, he waited right there where I was. I don't know. I wasn't scared of none. But it's crazy. Like, what? Now, I'm mad at my business, warming my car up, doing me, right? So, hey, I'm ready to roll now. So, I'm like, okay, if he hit my car, he gonna pay for the old damages that's on it. So, I don't know what was on his mind, but I ain't afraid. We don't have the spirit of fear in us. So, I decided to just drive on off. So, as I'm driving off, he then decided to skirt and take off the other way. So it's 2 ways to get out the lot. It's that way and that's that way. But as I'm going this way, man, and my business going home, he's speeding off soon as I left. Like 2 seconds after I leave, that's when he decided to leave and speed and go that way. And I'm driving like, huh? So as I'm leaving out, he leaving out the other end. And he just skirt again and leave. I'm like, what? People. And whoever this person was, I think he's married and got a family. So you delayed at least 10 minutes to play with me because of your insecurities. Don't even talk to this person inside the job. So I don't know what that was all about. But you willing to delay yourself for meeting your family at home to play with another grown person because of your insecurities. Don't know what it was about. But as things prolonged, it was something within himself that he had towards me. Now, see, if I was somebody that was vicious, I don't know if they perceive me as some type of peon, but if I was a vicious person and I'd have pulled out a gun or something and said what you're doing, or either waited till we got out and ran up with him and said what. See, all this is evil for evil. See, that's the reason why we are put through these tests, because whatever we may still have in our heart, God want it out. He want it out. So I'm just letting you all know, even when it get that deep, it gets that deep, man. It gets so deep where people actually be wanting to kill you. They be wanting to kill us. So persecution can lead up to being martyred. Persecution can lead up to us being killed because of who we serve and what our spirit stands for. Like I said, you don't have to do nothing. That's power. That's power when someone can step out of their lane. When somebody can delay themselves from going home 12, 1 in the morning, meeting their family, their kids, their wife, or husband. Willing to delay themselves. Willing to risk their life for getting shot and killed to play with somebody who they have insecurity issues about. They are willing to go way out their way to serve their ego for a second. For 10 seconds, for a minute, and for life, they gone. But see, this is what we have to do. I did nothing. I just kept going. Took my time, shook my head, thanked the Lord, and just kept going. I was conscious and still is conscious of God about my actions. Like I said, thank God, and he better thank God that I was not like I used to be. I'm trying to humble myself and set apart ones. We are going to endure strong persecutions. People are going to attack you. But God said those who endure to the end, they will be saved.